to get our holidays going, and we are so excited. And joining me is Andrea. Andrea, I'm so excited you're here.
Thank you.
She's a phenomenal interior designer. She works in multi-states, I learned a few minutes ago. She's a very busy lady.
Very busy.
And really got a great eye for the holidays, obviously. And welcome. We are so excited to get the holidays rolling.
We are so excited to be part of this. This is our debut, if you will, here on HSN for Seasonal LLC. And you know, we're so passionate about technology. We're so passionate about making sure that we create products that are easy and simple to use. And let me tell you what, it doesn't get any more simple than this. This is easy. This is definitely a tree that you want to keep now and forevermore. And it really is also too about giving you extra time to make sure that you're spending time with each other. And that really is the meaning of life. So that's why we make it simple and easy. And again, this is something you're gonna want.
You're gonna love it. All right, so we got a couple options for you. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, so you have two different choices of the tree finish.
Right.
You have the regular green tree, or you have the flocked. And they even did a really spectacular job on the flocking on here. You won't have flock everywhere, which is great. Right. It's the way they've designed it to give you this super quality. Then you have your choice of what height do you want. So tonight we're offering the 6 foot, we have the 7 foot, or we have the 8 foot. So you can see 6 foot, 7 foot by Andrea, and the big guy back here.
It's actually the 9 foot tree.
Oh, 9 foot, that's right. Now I've got 9 foot.
Okay.
I needed to give it one more foot.
One more foot.
This is your 9 foot back here. So 6, 7, and 9 is the big guy. And there are so many cool features. It is by far the most advanced tree and the smartest tree, believe it or not, that we have ever offered. So kind of let's get into it. All right, here are the sizes, 6, 7, and 9. There you go. And again, you're choosing, do you want a green or do I want to do the flocked version? So what makes this a smart tree?
Well, here's the thing. This is the tree that has the most technology ever. As you mentioned at the top of the show, 54 different lighting functions.
Wow.
54. Now, if you were watching HSN earlier this year, you might have seen another tree that was here. They had 18 lighting functions, and guess what? We have tripled that. We have 54. I remember that because I'm 54 years old, so there you go. So we have 54 lights, and it is absolutely spectacular. Here's another great thing about this tree. It has what we call the Easy Connect pole. It's right here in the middle, and it literally is one pole and one plug. That's all it is. Think about how trees, we usually have, you know, you're stringing the lights all around, you're falling over it.
First, the lights are tangled.
Right, tangled, right. We've all been there. So you don't have to worry about that. That's what makes it so easy. Of course, there is a remote control that goes with it. Remote controls make everything easy as well. Right. And you also have a little foot pedal as well underneath. So you have two options to be able to control the tree. In addition to that, I love this. It also comes with the metal stand, and also it has a storage bag. So at the end of the season, when it's time to put it up, you use this beautiful storage bag. And think about it. When you typically have your Christmas tree, it's usually in a big box. We gotta lug it out of the garage, and no one wants to do it, and they finally get it in, and pieces are falling out, but look at this. Is that not magnificent? It's very lightweight, it's durable, made out of canvas, also polyester blend, and it is spectacular. Again, it keeps the dust out as well, so it's ready to go when you are ready for the next season.
Now, Andrea, let's look at assembly, because it's very, very simple.
So simple. When we say simple and easy, it is simple and easy. It literally takes me about 2 minutes to put this tree up. Here you go. You have the metal stand. You put your very first piece in. You close it up. And of course, you're going to know it's the right one because it has a little spoke at the very bottom. Then you go and put the second piece in. And then finally the third piece. And as soon as it snaps, the lights are coming on.
Oh, that's great.
And that's the magic.
Right.
That's the magic.
Right.
You don't have to guess whether or not the lights fix or work. They all are going to work. And so long-lasting LED lights and energy efficient as well.
And I love the fullness of the tree. I love everything about it. It's so pretty, guys. And again, you can adjust the branches so you can make it look really full. You can obviously, you're going to compact it down when it's in the bag. But this is your time to actually get your Christmas tree. And here's why. It's the only Tree Today special of the entire year. So usually we'll offer a couple different trees before we get to, you know, like into November, but we will not. This is absolutely it. And here's the magic. Here you're seeing some video. The lighting it can do, and I've been blessed to do our Christmas shows for now going on almost 20 years. The lighting, the effects, and it's all about the magic you can now create. So look at all these different effects. You've got this really cool gradient. You could do solid, you could do sparkle, and you could do a swirl.
You can do
literally the swirls up the tree.
It's called pulsing. Yeah, a little pulsing action. Yeah, little sprinkles. We all love sprinkles in Twitter.
And let's turn some of on. I want to do the colors too.
So let's do the little colors.
Literally, you can custom make the tree the exact way you want it. Yeah.
And what's so amazing, you can also do it with a remote control on a loop. So you can have your little, style that you want, and somebody else can create their own. And maybe you can just be like, kind of like the light master, the mix master of lights. And maybe we can all have a little game and say, whose light is a little better? So let me just show you what we have.
Sure, let me get out of the way.
It's really, really easy on the remote control. You just use this bottom button. And again, there are 54 modes. And they are assembled in 4 different groups. So you have 16 modes under Group A. You have 14 modes under Group B. You have 15 under Group C. And then to round it out, the top 54, you have 9 in Group D. And so you just sit here and you go through it and you figure out which one do you like the most. And so, of course, as you can see here, here's the white.
How
it's
cool
nice,
is
flashing.
It's like
yeah.
Boom, boom.
And here's something to know about these trees. We're talking about LED. Everybody knows LED lights, right? Well, this is called SMD LED. And basically what this means, come touch this, Suzanne. Sure. You can see this is about the size of a grain of rice or just a little small ball there. Yeah. And it is actually embedded into the leaf. And
cool.
Yes, and so you never
So you don't see any wires.
You don't see any wires. It's embedded and it's already connected to the center pole. Here's what's also amazing. Because of this SMD LED, you are getting 360 degrees of light. Just walk around the tree a little bit, and as you see it, you're like, I still see the light, I still see the light.
Right,
Whereas
there's no bare spots.
There's no bare spots. Whereas most LED lights, you're gonna see a little bit of, it's more one-dimensional.
Right.
Whereas this is 360 degrees. In addition to that, you're also going to have 30% more brightness. I mean, it's just gonna glow.
Yeah.
It's just spectacular.
It is, and here's the kind of cool thing about it. I think we've done a really good job, but one of the hardest things for us to actually show off on television would be a Christmas tree with lights. Because again, our cameras require a lot of light sources. But look, you can see, look at the magic of this, guys. Like as Andrea's talking, I'm looking on the big 9-footer back here, and I love it because it goes, and it's changing the color, and it's almost like a waterfall at this point. But you have blinks, you have swirls, you have solids on here. Look at that. Oh, look at that one sparkling now. It's like firework. At one point, one of these trees earlier looked like fireworks. It was so cool. And so you can custom set this the way you want. Now, for those of you who like to leave your tree out a little longer than normal, that's good too. Because if you want to do, let's talk about how you can really customize this.
You really can. So many times people say, you probably have heard this, Suzanne, that if you have your Christmas tree up, that you have to have it down by, what, the first week of January?
Right.
I say there's no rule. There's no rule. Because think about it. It's a tree just like any other kind of artificial plant that you might have in your home. And why not bring the outdoors in? And you can customize this any way you want to. So here we are. If you're thinking about how can I use this tree more than just Christmas? We have October coming up, right? Which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. How about you take it to your office and you use this with pink, all pink lights.
And ribbons all over.
Ribbons all over, yes. And you write the names of people who you know who unfortunately might have lost their life. And also, it's a way to talk about breast cancer awareness and the fact that, getting your mammogram is important.
Yeah.
What about later on in October? We got Halloween coming.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Wouldn't that be fun? Yeah. Maybe you're having a big adult Halloween party, and this could be your backdrop for a picture. I'm just saying. And you've got some great little trinkets on there that signify Halloween. Then, of course, maybe you bring some organic botanicals in, and those are the colors of Thanksgiving, the greens, the reds, the purples that we see in the Midwest, being from Ohio, and not me from Indiana. I'm missing the colors up there. But you can put that also on the tree. And of course, we've got Thanksgiving, and of course, there's Christmas. But you decide how you want to use it.
Right.
I believe you can use it 24/7, 365.
Yeah.
Whatever the occasion is, you create it.
Yeah, and make the magic happen. And you know what?
Yeah.
When you really think about Christmas and the holidays, it really is such a focal point in your home, right? So why not have something that's really, really magical? Some of my favorite memories are surrounding Christmas.
It's all about
and
Christmas.
It is, and it's the magic of the tree, it's the magic of the holiday, it's the magic of that moment. And we have those fond memories typically because it's the things, you know, opening up the gifts on Christmas morning and you wake up and all the presents are wrapped under the tree. And now we're taking that just to a whole new level. At HSN, we have never ever offered a tree that has this much variety, and this, it's just literally, it's a smart tree.
It's a smart tree.
It gives you, like, again, taking that magic to a whole new level. Now, here's your quick update. So, Angela, what is the most popular between the classic green and the flocked? Oh, you guys are liking the 6 foot green, the most popular. There you go.
Now, let me tell you, this is how many lights you're gonna get. If you get the 6 foot tree, you're gonna get about 300 lights on it. If you do the 7 foot tree, you're gonna have about 350 lights. If you decide you wanna go all the way up to number 9, the 9 foot, you're going to have about 550 lights.
Wow.
I mean, imagine that in the middle of the night, you walk out and it's just sparkling everywhere. It does, lights, it sets the mood.
It totally
sets the
does.
vibe. And it sets the tone for your evening.
And I just love it. And again, we're going to keep setting these and resetting these so you guys can see. I said the most interesting thing about this tree is it's got 54 settings. The hardest thing about the tree is deciding which one you want to use.
Which one you want to use.
Yeah, that's like the tough part.
Yeah,
because again, you're just creating magic.
You're creating
magic.
magic.
So for example, if you want to do a whole bunch of variety of colors, you can. If you just want to do the classic, beautiful, soft white, you've got that. And it's a true yellow soft white.
Right.
It drives me crazy. I'm not a big fan of blue white. It drives me nuts. I hate it. This is that warm, inviting, soft white. But then back here, this is really fun right now on the flock tree. We've got, it literally looks like baby fireworks.
It is.
Yeah.
Little sprinkles. You know, it's something interesting when you talked about the white light. What we want you to know is that, you know, typically we already know about LED. You know that you have the red and the blue and the green. But we specifically added white, which most trees don't have. So that's giving you over 16 million hues, if you will, of color. I mean, the options are limitless.
Yeah.
So we added that. We added that because we said, you know what? Red, green, and blue is not enough. We want to give everybody the pow factor and the wow factor, and here it is.
Yeah. If you want to do pink, you can do pink. If you want to do green, you can do green. If you want to do purple, if you imagine the color basically are going to make this tree really almost like an accessory to your home. You know, it's like wearing an outfit and then putting on all the great accessories, and now you have virtually unlimited choices.
Unlimited choices.
Yeah, it's really shocking.
Unlimited.
The other thing we talked about too that I want to reiterate is the ease of putting it together, guys.
So simple.
It's so, like literally click, boom.
It's done.
Plug it in.
And the same thing when it's time to disassemble. Pull it out the top, take the second one off, and then the third one, you turn it upside down, because when you get it in the box, when it's delivered to your home, it's gonna be kind of like wraps around each piece. And so when you take it down, you're going to fold it upside down. Those branches are going to automatically collapse because they're on hinges, which is connected to the Easy Connect pole. And it's simple as that. And you pop it in your bag and you're ready to go.
That's great.
That's great.
Yeah, you're not hassling with lights anymore. You don't have to untangle everything. And I love it too because you can really fluff it. You're gonna see it on the screen too. Once it's out, you can actually move it and fluff it to really give you that authentic look of a beautiful pine, but none of the hassle. You will not have any flocking nor any needles at the end of holiday season. We have I know, that is 100% Christmas morning. I mean, look at how spectacular.
So beautiful.
I know, it's just, you know what, it makes you smile. It's the memories, it's the photographs in front of it. It is. It's 100% the magic, Andrea. That is what that is. It's just creating those moments. And what's really neat, and I said this earlier too, probably at the same thing, is some of my favorite memories are from Christmas in my childhood.
Christmas. Absolutely, it's from Christmas. It's making the making the donuts, making the cookies for Santa Claus.
Right.
It's, you know, having a night of trimming. We would always do that, where that was the fun thing that we would do. But I can tell you this, the fun part, or the part that was not fun, was trying to untangle all of those lights and trying to connect them together, figure out which lights work, don't work, have to leave to go pick up some new lights.
Can I take between my dad and now my husband, the cussing that went on? I am not lying. That untangling of the lights is not a good way to start the holidays.
It's not a good way to start the holiday, which is why we've done it right, because we've taken all of that hassle away, and now you just have a chance to have fun. Have fun and trim the tree. That's
Look
the
at
fun
this.
part.
Look what's happening. Every time they take a wide shot, the tree does something different, and I'm so captivated by it. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Did you see how it went from the bottom and then all the lights went up? And now look, now it's going back down, but now we've got sparkles. Isn't that cool? I just love what this tree can do. And I think the other really great feature is the bulbs on here are built into the branches.
Built into the
branches. So
branches.
guys, if you've ever had a tree that's pre-lit, you usually see a lot of wires because they still have to, you know, have it wired. This is literally built into the branches, so you don't see where the wires are traditionally that you would in a regular tree. And again, collapses down, you can put it away. They give you, we actually bonused in that beautiful sturdy canvas storage bag. So we even give you the bag to put it away, and it'll fit in the bag, by the way.
It will all fit, we promise.
You ever had like that with like a sleep, like you know, you're on a camp over and you've got your sleeping bag, and it never goes back into the bag. Yeah, it just drives you crazy. Yes, they've made the bag big enough to hold any of the trees that you see out here. All right, most popular right now, I love it. It's going to be the 6-footer, and we have the 7 right behind me, and the green between the two is the most popular, and this is the big guy, the 9-foot back here. It's so realistic. It looks so pretty. It's none of the hassles of having a traditional tree, like a natural tree. And quite frankly, we've had, in my household, I love our faux tree. I really do.
Well, it looks so real, and it feels real. I wish we could, like, people could feel it. I wish we had feel-o-vision, because it does. It feels real. It looks real. I mean, it's what is part of the process, and they've done such a great job. You know, one of the other things, too, when you're thinking about which tree you want, whether it's the 6, the 7, or the 9-foot, think about the number of branches that we have here, the number of branch tips. And so on the 6-foot, we have about, check this out, a little over 1,800 branch tips. So think about the real estate of this tree. When we go to the 7-foot tree, we have about 2,300 branch tips. When we go up to the 9-foot tree, we have about 3,400 branch tips.
Jeez, that's a ton.
It's a ton. It's just spectacular. This tree will be around forever and be able to pass it down from generation to generation, and for it to really be part of your life, you know, the story of your Christmases.
Right. Well, and here's something else I love too. The branches are sturdy enough that it won't make your ornaments droop.
No, it won't.
That drives me crazy. If you get some other artificial trees, the branches are so wimpy that when you put a heavy ornament on it, you know how they do it, they droop, and you're like, daggone it, and you've got to like secure it like with 2 branches to make it. These are really, really strong branches. So you're not going to have a droopy tree when you have this. You really, literally have the perfect tree every time you put it up. And for many of you, I love it. I know friends of mine who leave their tree out all year. They just keep redecorating. If it's Valentine's Day, guess what? They do hearts on it. You know, if it's St. Patty's Day, guess what? They're decorating for Halloween.
And there's
I love it for Halloween. And now you've got all the options. By far, this is the smartest tree we have ever offered. By the way, see that topper? It's available. It's coming up. Oh my gosh, if you want to add the magic, we just put the item number up. That's brand new. Look how it reflects off of the wall. And to me, it looks like if you see the Aurora Borealis up north.
Yes,
you know, the lights in the sky. That's totally what it reminds me of. That is available right now, though. We will get to it a little bit later. And also check out our cute little Santa. We're going to get to our Santa later. We've got garland coming up with Andrea. We have wreaths coming up with Andrea as well. We'll talk about those. But this is the highlight. Oh, the tree skirt is so cool.
Isn't that adorable?
It's like a light up tree skirt in this beautiful, soft, snowy white. Yeah, that's gorgeous. So all of the things you're seeing right now that we're showing you, you can get it and get it now. Now, why get this at midnight and why do it today? It is the only tree we're doing as our today's special for the entire holiday season. So I know it's a little early and you're like, really? They're doing Christmas already? Well, the nice part about it is you get one day, one shot. Yes, and we will not be post-selling this. So you literally have less than 24 hours. Now, little heads up. The most limited right now is actually the big guy back here, the 9-foot.
I mean, it's just spectacular. If you've got the space and the headroom,
go for it.
This is the one you want. We had it in our home last week, and you know, we're Colts fans because we're originally from Indiana, so we had it all lit in blue. And I posted something on Facebook today or Twitter, and I'm like, the Colts won because of my Christmas tree in Florida.
That's
right. It's because
You're
of
rooting for the
men.
home team.
Yeah.
But, and also, I want to tell you something about their circumference. A lot of times you think, can I do this tree? The neat thing about it is if you go for normal 9-footers, the bottom is so fat and wide, it doesn't fit comfortably in a corner. The circumference is perfect on this.
Perfect.
So it's actually perfect on all three. And I don't know, Charlie, can you kind of capture that? Because I want you to see, unlike normal 9-foot trees, where the circumference is massive and it's sitting out halfway in your living room, the circumference on this is really comfortable.
It's not too wide. It's
right?
just perfect.
It really, honest to goodness,
it's more of the spaces going up as opposed to out. It's more vertical as opposed to, horizontal
but
and wide.
still super full. And again, the magic behind it is all the versatility you'll have.
Yes. Now, Suzanne, let me tell you, the owners of Seasonal LLC say that, we're giving you all a great deal. I mean, this is like that one-time only deal. You're getting like 50% off.
No
I mean,
kidding.
they are so excited about being part of HSN, and they say we want to make the holidays brighter and magical. And so because of that, $2.99 for the 6-foot, $3.99 for the 7, $5.99 for the 9-foot tree.
And again, to your point, if you look at the screen, like look at the red thing that's crossed out. Okay, let's look at that underneath the red line. For the 9-foot tree, that's over $1,000 and 100% worth it. It's so cool. So you're right, about 50% off. I mean, that's a huge savings. You're like $400 off, right? $500. If you look at the 6-foot, we're at $2.99. Normally the HSN deal, which is what it will be tomorrow. Is $569. So good point. I mean, really giving you a one-day spectacular offer. And we're so excited to have them here because they just mean incredible technology that's easy for us, which I love.
It's easy. And, and everybody wants easy regardless of age. We want to just get it out of the box and it's up. And it's done.
No
and
hassle.
It's easy. But let me talk about this flocking very quickly. A lot of people sometimes say, oh, it's going to be messy. This right here, they have done it right. Now, there are 3 different ways that flocking works. Most companies will say, okay, we're gonna put the adhesive on and then we'll spray it. 9 times out of 10, that means that some debris will be all over on the floor, maybe even on your clothes. The second option typically has been they will spray it with the adhesive, then the flocking, and then spray it again, but then that causes a lot of extra clumping, which also means that you'll have more of the debris, if you will, on the floor.
Okay.
But Seasonal has done it right. It's all simultaneous, one fell swoop, the combination together of the adhesive and the flocking. And as we're touching it all day long, and nothing is falling off.
It's one of the first things I did was touch it to see the flocking would be on my hand, and it's not.
And it's not.
Yeah, you don't see a lot. There's no flocking on the floor, so it is really beautifully done. And again, I think, it's really an option of, do you want kind of that snowy magic, or do you want to do the classic? Now, I did get an update. If you want any version of the green, the classic green, that's going to sell out first. So if you are thinking about which choice you're gonna do, and the cool thing is at midnight you got all the options. But once one of these sell out, it's like a domino effect, and then everything goes really quickly after that. So if you do want the green, again, we've got the 6-foot, we've got the 7-foot, we have the big guy, the 9-foot. This is the moment to get it. And remember, we will not do another holiday tree as a Today Special for the rest of the entire year. And it's fun because, you know what, there's the problem, is you decide you're gonna get a new tree. Maybe yours is old, maybe you're done having real trees because they're such a hot mess, you have to water them, the pine needles and all that, and the sappy stuff, and it's a hot mess. Yeah, no, right, that's where my head is. And so at this point in your life, you're like, we're done. We want to do an artificial tree. You want something that's really realistic, and then the magic obviously is the way the lights work.
Absolutely.
54 different modes. We've never had a tree that has more choices. We've never had a tree that has more color options. This is it. And you're just going to take that love of the holidays and that magic of Christmas to a completely next level experience with this one.
I mean, the colors are, as you've said, spectacular. I mean, you've got the yellows, you've got the pinks, you've got the blues, the purples. There's even a rainbow setting. I mean,
oh, that's so cool.
Are you kidding me? Like everything that you can imagine, we've already done it for you. I say this, if you can dream it up, we can light it up.
Oh, that's awesome.
If you can dream it up, whatever you dream up, we got you covered. We can light it up for you.
I want to go over here too, if you don't mind. And guys, we're going to head that away because I want to show you the finished tree. And it's funny, we've got these on basically a soft dissolve on one, and this is just solid white. But we could totally do something
totally
different
do
here,
any color you
okay?
want,
But
absolutely.
look what happens. This is the magic. You put your ornaments you've collected for years on it.
So
you
gorgeous.
decorate it to the theme. Maybe you're a pink girl, pink and silver, that's your thing.
That's me.
So do the pink lights and do all the silver ornaments. You really can customize this unlike
Beautiful.
any tree you've been ever able to do that before. In fact, everything we've ever offered doesn't even come close to all the variety. But isn't this funny? It's just solid white. We went for basic here, but the magic happens when you use that remote and you make it go. Now, I want to go over here because I think the blue, now this is right now a really pretty fade on the blue, which
It's nice and slow.
Love this.
Yeah, isn't that gorgeous?
Look how pretty
it's nice
this
and slow. It's very chic. It's very peaceful. It just is zen.
Do you see it's like flowing?
Yeah,
and
so
you know what's funny is our palette for the holiday here at HSN, which you're gonna see for a couple months now, is this really pretty, has a lot of blue in the palette. So if your home has a lot of blue or a lot of pink or a lot of purple or whatever color you got, you literally can customize your lighting to now match back to the ornaments that you have or the decor you have in your home. It's just so pretty and it's so exciting. Now, again, if you want any of the green versions, you gotta get it now. Get it tonight before we wrap up because unfortunately those are gonna be the first ones to sell out. Later on today, we'll have the flocked possibly left, but if you're gonna go for that classic green, it's beautiful. And by the way, what I really like about the green too, there's different shades of green within the green.
We talked